Hello, welcome back to the HKBU Phonology Lab channel. In this episode, we will talk about how to set up a discrimination experiment in Paradigm. There are different types of discrimination experiments. Today, we will work on an AX discrimination task. In an AX discrimination experiment, we give a participant a pair of stimuli, like two sounds, sa, sha, and ask him or her to judge if the two are the same or different. When setting up this experiment in Paradigm, we need to consider these elements: the time duration between the two sounds, which we call interstimulus interval, and the time duration between the trials, which we call intertrial interval. If you want to know how to set up and revise a Paradigm experiment, please look at our earlier episodes. For this experiment, we need to prepare the sound files, sa, sha, and put them into the stimuli folder. We can have an introduction event to tell a participant what to do in the experiment, and a goodbye event to end the experiment. In this block, we need two sound events. To add a sound event, we go to Events, Audio, drag to add the first one and the second one. We can keep the names of the two events as Audio 1 and Audio 2. To add the interstimulus interval, we go to Events, Pause, and drag it here to add a pause between the two sound events. Let's name it as interstimulus interval. Similarly, we can add the intertrial interval. Drag a pause here and rename it. Let's work on the first sound. In the trial table view, we can name this column as Sound 1 and connect it with Audio 1 file. The dot becomes green, which means a connection has been made between the event Audio 1 and the column Sound 1. For the second sound, we can create a column Sound 2. Click on Audio 2 and connect Audio 2 file with this column Sound 2. To add the sound files to the trial table, we go to Stimulus Finder. Because we have put the two sound files in the stimuli folder, we can see them here. If we want sound 1 to be sa, we click on this cell and this sound, and then add stimulus. If we want sound 2 to be sha, we click on this cell and this sound, add stimulus. In this trial, sound 1 comes before sound 2. In another trial, we may want sound 2 to appear before sound 1. And in these two trials, we have different pairs. In an AX discrimination experiment, usually we should include identical pairs as well. That is, in a trial, the two audios are both sound 1 or sound 2. To have the four pairs, in the trial table, we can add 3 rows. In the second trial, let's add the two sounds in a different order. Make this one appear first, and this one appear second. For the identical pairs, let's add this sound here and here. Add this sound here and here. And we can change here to let the 4 trials appear in a randomized order. For the interstimulus interval, you can specify the duration depending on the specific purpose of your experiment. In the event ISI, we can go to here to change its duration, say to 500 milliseconds. We can also change the duration of the intertrial interval to give a pause long enough between trials, say 3 seconds. After hearing the second sound, a participant needs to make a judgment. In the event audio 2, we can specify the response device. As a simple setting, we can let a participant to press 2 letters on the keyboard, say A for same and L for different. Here we select keyboard and drag it below responses. For the allowable responses, we check only A and L so that Paradigm won't lock any other keys that a participant wrongly touches. We can leave the response time limit as infinite, or we can set a time limit as 2 seconds. Let's save the experiment and have a test run.
Sa, sa,
Press A for same,
sha, sa,
L for different,
sa, sha,
L for different,
sha, sha.
Let's see the results. For each trial, Paradigm has recorded the 2 sounds, and my judgment, A as the same and L as different. For the last trial, I didn't give a response within 2 seconds, as indicated by none here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Bye.